Good evening, everybody. It's Steve Kendall for the Saved from Opiates Foundation. I've been going live every day and a couple times a day promoting our foundation and fundraiser to raise money to send 8 people to Crossroads Freedom Center in Frederick, Maryland, either for alcohol addiction or opioid addiction. It was very disheartening to me to realize that 52 people watched my live stream. Hey, Bill. 52 people watched my live stream last night about raising money for this foundation to send these people to this treatment center. Hey, Nissan. 91 people saw my story on replay last night on Facebook. You know, I want to make it perfectly clear that my opinions here are mine solely. But I'm actually disgusted that 142 people had the ability to change somebody's life by just donating $10 to our cause. $10. $10 today doesn't buy anything. Hey, Michael Kessler, glad you joined in. Michael was one of the few people that supported this. Out of the 142 people that either saw my live stream or saw my story posted on Facebook, 4 people cared enough to donate $10 to change somebody's life. Cheryl Spangler, Michael Kessler, my mother, and Cynthia Norman Law. Now today I was fortunate enough to get another corporate sponsor in Filter Pledge. I actually will be at Filter Pledge's office tomorrow interviewing them live, talking about their foundation and their charity where they're raising scholarships to send people to treatment. They're going to join forces with Cheryl's and my foundation and try to send as many people to Crossroads as possible. And we're going to continue to get foundations together because you know what? I don't really give a shit if you don't want to watch me or hear this anymore. I suffered opioid addiction for 17 years, and guess what? If I can beat that, I can take the criticism from people that don't really want to hear what I have to say. I'm looking for the people that care, the people that give enough to donate $10 to send somebody to change their life. You know, we're not asking for money and not backing up what we're doing. We're actually going to video these people every 60 days. That was part of the agreement and them going into recovery so that 2 things can happen. 1, the money you guys donate, you can see where it goes. And number 2, we're hoping to encourage other people who are out there suffering to want to get into a program that could possibly change their life. You know, my whole life now is dedicated to one thing. That's to put faces on this crisis and change the way the opiate companies and the manufacturers are distributing these drugs into the legal market and causing people to die. We have 200 people a day dying. You know, the foundations and the people we're asking to help, we're trying to send as many of these people that became addicted and try to give them a chance to recover. You know, you guys, it cracks me up. The people that sit out there and say, oh, who is he to talk about that? Who is he? I'm somebody who came from an upper class family, who had everything a man could want, who simply got injured, got hooked on opiates. Guess what, guys or girls? It can happen to you. So I'm asking one more time, fairly calmly, consider the fact tomorrow when you're out, whatever you're doing, if you eat unhealthy, you're pulling McDonald's, realize that whatever you're going to eat is going to cost more than $10. You know, I don't know. I feel like in one way, my partner told me, she said, you know, Steve, you know, you keep going on asking for people to help. They don't seem to want to. But you know what? As I told Cheryl today, and I'm going to tell you guys, if I have to go on every day, 10 times a day, and reach 142 people to get 4 more people to sign up, that's what I'll do. Because somehow I'm looking for the people who care. The people that care enough to want to help change somebody's life. Not somebody that likes to just watch these and say, oh, that guy's an asshole. Well, guess what? I can be an asshole. But I also can be the most compassionate, caring, strong-willed person you'll ever know. I'm leading this fight. And I'm telling you one thing, there's not a more powerful person spiritually or physically to lead this fight. And I'm going to get, along with the help of Cheryl, as many people into rehab as I possibly can. And I'm going to ask one more time tonight, and then I'm going to start all over again tomorrow. I'm asking you all to please help. We actually have a site up that actually acknowledges the people. Let me see, I know how you feel. Thank you, Michael. We actually have a site up that actually posts the people that are helping in this crisis. Now after seeing 91 people who saw my story, and 20 of them I went to high school with, didn't even give a shit to donate $10, I'd like to post the site of all the scumbags that don't want to help with this. But I was kind of overruled because Cheryl has a lot more class than I do. So that's not going to happen. But we are going to acknowledge the people that helped. So, once again, I'm asking you nicely, if you see this on either live stream or you see it in my story, reach in your hearts, reach in your wallet. We're not asking for $20, $30, $40, $50, $100, although if you have it, it'd be nice. We're asking for $10. Every 50 people that donate $10, we send one more person to rehab. That's it for tonight. I'll be live tomorrow around 1:30 at Filter Pledge, following Cheryl Spangler's live Transformation Tuesday. If you haven't watched that series, it's a marvelous series. It's a weight loss challenge she started. Also, Cheryl, a former IP and IFBB bodybuilding bikini pro who writes for Muscle and Fitness, actually shows her workouts, and they're uploaded on a YouTube channel. So for you ladies that really want to know how to get fit, and for you men that need to get fit, Cheryl's exercises are both for female and male. So anyway, that can be viewed, and normally my show Lift the Stigma comes on Wednesday, but since I'm interviewing Filter Pledge tomorrow, I'm going to hold it tomorrow after Cheryl's show. So, I thank for the people that have come on. Michael, thank you for coming on and supporting me. You're not only supporting the crisis, you're a good friend. I appreciate your friendship. I'm going to say it again. I always say it. Matter of fact, somebody should put it on the screen. What's Kendall going to say now? Very simple. There is strength in numbers. You know what? I'm going to pause there. There's strength in numbers if you have people that have the strength to stand up for what you're fighting for. I don't want a bunch of limp whatever's joining us. I want people that are man enough or woman enough to stand up, fight for a cause, admit the fact that this is one of the serious crises this country has ever seen. And you people that stick your heads in the damn sand pisses me off. Absolutely pisses me off. You should be ashamed of it. Because you know what? I guarantee you, either in your family or some distant family, you have somebody that unfortunately got injured and got hooked on opiates. And if you haven't, God forbid, I hope it doesn't happen, it can happen. So join in and get your head out of the damn sand and help us make a difference. There is strength in numbers, and we are going to make a difference. Keep God first, and everything else will fall into place. Everybody have a good evening.